Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fire Force Chapter 198. When we last left our heroes, the gang left Fuchu Prison with Obi in tow with the help of Benimaru. Burns is dead, and we checked in on a bunch of the different companies to see how they're handling the aftermath of Burns' death, and the 8th being a traitor, supposedly being a traitor, and all of the shit going on right now, and both Kareem in Company 1 and Hibana are returning to St. Raffles Convent, where both Hibana and Iris grew up, and where Rekka was doing his experimentation on doppelgangers. And yeah, that's kind of where we left off last time, so let's jump right on into Chapter 198. We have this color 2-page spread of the whole gang going into action, all of Company 8, and Benimaru, and Ogun, and Juggernaut, and Joker, and Hibana, a whole bunch of people. Then we have our actual cover page, with a bunch of faces that look like Hog? I think those are, no, because Hog had the slash marks, so I don't know who this old guy is. You are me, and I am you, and you're me, and I am you, and thou art I, and Chapter 198, Memories of a Flower Garden. We open at St. Raffles Convent. The emblem of this convent was modeled after the crucifix of the Holy Saul, formed from flowers. At this time, 113 sisters had joined the convent. A lot of young girls without family were brought up here, going on to become sisters. The sisters devoted themselves to prayer, day in and day out, thoroughly, from their very souls, and we see them praying in the church. They were grateful to their God, and we see light comes in through the stained glass window. Each day they ate 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They basked freely in the light of the sun. They drew their sustenance mainly from the vegetables. The vegetables were, of course, nurtured by the sisters themselves. Given the name of the convent and this custom, it became customary for the sisters to take their names from the plants. And we see Hibana is here at what I'm guessing are the sisters' graves. Sister Sakura, keep the pranks to a minimum. And Sister Clematis, try not to be too picky. Sister Sumire, I'm leaving everyone in your care. Still, what on earth could even be here? The ruins of St. Raffles Convent, and we see it in the present day, is like burned, the roof is out, most of the walls are still there, but it's just not looking very pretty. And then, oh, the gum guy is there. Kishiri, you're staying put. I'm supposed to be your guard, I can't exactly leave you. A filthy brat like you will not set foot in this convent. I'll call you if something happens. Bah! He reaches out, but she ignores him. Here I go, out of my way, to come to this Empire backwater, and you're as cold as ever. Previously, back in Combine 5. Done with training? Once you're at my level, training like that's a piece of cake. By the way, want to get dinner later? As it turns out, I know the owner of this restaurant. Hardest place in the whole Empire to get a reservation. How about I do something nice for you and take you there? Well, Kishiri is just, hitting on this random girl, kind of a douchebag. What? She's just, what the fuck is going on there? And Hibana just, appears behind him. Talking yourself up, trying to make yourself look good? What kind of man are you? The only women who would buy into that are morons. What's that supposed to mean? Did I catch your interest? Oh, that hair is creepy. It looks gross, cut it. Ugly, desperate guys are so pathetic. Then we cut back to we see that he's, shaved his head. Oh, wow, I didn't notice that in his first few pages. But yeah, he has pretty much shaved his head. He has a little bit on the top here. Well, not having to iron my bangs every morning is going to be nice. Proof that you do care about me, Captain. Or maybe you like me. You really are a creep. Why is Company 5 nothing but creeps? It's your company. You could just, not hire creeps. Oh, hold me tight, hold me tight. And Hibana leaves him to enter into the convent. And she, enters. I can't tell if that was originally a door, but it's an opening now. She puts her hand on the wall, and she hears. She, flashes back to her time as a nun here. Sister Clematis, this way. Wait! Sister Hibana, there's a beehive over there. Eh? A beehive? Isn't that dangerous? That's why I want you to come with. We see young Iris squatting at the flower garden watching them. And Hibana turns to her. Iris, how about you come with us? Huh? But is that alright? Sister Iris is, dangerous. Hold on. I don't remember that being part of Iris's backstory. Right? I don't think it was. And given all the foreshadowing the last arc did about, or maybe even just straight up showing of Iris being a pillar, I don't know. Don't worry, I'll protect you. And she grabs Iris's hand. Oh, and something tells me, I don't have any idea if we have seen this scene or not, but I feel like if we have seen this scene from Iris's perspective, Iris thought that Hibana was talking to her, whereas in reality she's talking to Clematis. Nothing to worry about, right? And Iris is completely innocent, like blank-faced stare. Up that tree. Is this really okay? Let's be careful getting close. One of the older nuns has appeared, like, eyes gleaming, face darkened, staring at them. I heard you. Getting close to such an insect's nest? Honestly. Eh? What's the big deal, Sister Sumire? We're just gonna take a little look. Just gonna take a little look. Be that as it may, it's time for prayers. Okay. And then I think that's Sakura, not Clematis. Leans over to Hibana. Let's go check it out after. Sakura, seriously? And Sumire, I can still hear you. Always the troublemaker, Sakura. Takes me back. Now we're back in the present. Call her sister all you want. She was just a kid. And Sister Sumire was so serious. And she goes inside. She wanders around the rubble, the burned up ruins. All that was left was Iris and me. And she flashes back. We see a little like flame flower shows up on her finger as she flashes back to the burning, everyone dying. I swear by St. John's wort, I will have my revenge. And this is Hibana paying homage to her promise from chapter 20. St. John's wort was used in the Middle Ages to vanquish evil spirits and ghosts and symbolizes grudges and hostility. And we see she puts her hand on a burnt up beam. The fire ruined the place. There's nothing left in the surface building. Is there an underground level? Well, if that's the case, and there are a lot of conspicuous shots of the ground, very very conspicuous shots of the ground, both at the top of page 18, and then both the two panels on the bottom of page 18. Are very ground focused. There's definitely an underground layer here. There's got to be an entrance to the Nether somewhere here. I'm sure if I can learn something about the mystery of the doppelgangers, I'll be able to unravel the mystery of SHC. And then she pulls out her watch. If there were, or no, it's not a watch. It's a kind of seismograph looking thing. If there were a big cave beneath the foundation, I ought to be able to tell from the surface. The frequency should fall, but where? And then she takes a step, and something changes. The frequency dropped. There's no doubt about it. There's a cavern beneath here. This is where we ate. Maybe there's an entrance to the Netherworld nearby. Somewhere the sisters never went. And she looks at a wall. The altar. There's no doubt. Beneath this altar holds the mystery of the doppelgangers. Step forth into the enigma that lay hidden in a garden of flowers. To be continued in chapter 199, A Slumbering Truth. Alright, so this is a chapter, it's a kind of chapter we don't really see a whole lot, especially from Hibana, who, I'm trying to remember the last time Hibana's really done something, anything big. She shows up at Vulcan's workshop to help Arthur out with Mirage, as we saw in the anime a couple of weeks ago. But beyond that, she's just she's done a lot of research, but as a focus character, I don't think we've really seen her as a focus character since, God, the Company 5 arc? No, she has to have done something since then, or been a focus character since then. But maybe not, I don't know. It's been a long time since Hibana's been a focus. And it looks like this arc is going to be a Hibana arc, or a Hibana and Kareem arc, because we know that Kareem is also coming to St. Raffles to get to the bottom of Rekka's research as well. But it gives us an inside... My point is that it gives us an inside look into Hibana that we don't normally see. We see her... we see a little tidbit of Iris being a dangerous figure, because she's very clearly a pillar at this point. and a little bit of Hibana's childhood and how much she still cares for the Sisters of St. Raffles, which does kind of contextualize, her growing madness after their death that kind of, characterized her early in the series. Even if it doesn't quite fix how quickly she snaps out of that once she gets beat up by Shinra, it still helps to show exactly it humanizes her a little bit. And I imagine we're going to get a lot of that this arc, because this is a very big Hibana arc. So yeah, next time we're getting into the doppelgangers. The slumbering truth is underground. So yeah, I don't really know what exactly it's going to be, but I imagine time will tell. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!